Good afternoon. It's Tuesday, January 18th, and this is Miss O'Brien with a message for all our folks who were absent. We can't wait till you come back. Today I thought I would share a lesson about line plots because that is something that we worked on again today. Lesson 12.5 is line plots. We did work on it on Friday, but we also worked on it again today. For lesson 12.5, you can also complete the homework page, which is page 669, and of course the Think Central for this assignment and for anything else. If you are home and are able to get on the computer, please go and work on your Think Central. So I thought I would share a little bit about a line plot. So if you're watching this video because you were absent, if you would please go get your math book and open with me to page 668. At the top of 668, we see a line plot similar to the one that I have written on the board. I did not include the title, so I should do that now, which is Distance Students Ran at the Track. So the question number 6 says this: the line plot shows the distances the students in Mr. Boren's class ran at the track in miles. Altogether, did the students run more or less than 5 miles? So I have the information here, and part A says, what are you being asked to find? Well, I'm being asked to find if all of the students together had all of their distances totaled up, would that amount be more or less than 5 miles? Part B, what information do you need to use? You need to use the numbers that are on the line plot. C, how will the line plot help you to solve the problem? The line plot is going to give you the numbers that you're going to add together. D, what operation will you use? Well, when you are combining things and you are finding all together is a clue word for addition. So we're going to combine all of these distances together for all of these students to see if as a group they ran more or less than 5 miles. So I'm going to get my information off my line plot. Let's see if I can't adjust my computer. So I'm going to make a really big, long addition problem. And I'm going to use what we learned last week with the commutative and the associative property that says that you can organize the numbers in any order you wish. As long as you add all of them, you will get the same answer as another person. So 1/5 showed up 2 times. So I'm going to put 1/5 plus 1/5. 2 students did 2/5. 3/5 was 1 student. Okay. 4/5, 2 students. And 5/5. Now we know that 5/5 is the same as 1 whole mile, so I'm just going to put 1. Now you can do this in a variety of ways. However you want to. Say you did the 1/5 and the 4/5 and you got a whole, and 1/5 and 4/5 and got another whole. However you do it, stop the video and on your paper, figure out how many fifths you have. You have 17 fifths plus that 1 whole. Well, what have we learned about 17 fifths? It's an improper fraction, so I'm going to use my division and I'm going to divide. 17 divided by 5 is 3. 5 times 3 is 15. I subtract, I get 2. So that is 3 2/5. Plus that 1 means that all of the students all together ran 4 2/5 miles. We're not finished yet. The problem asks, did the class as a group run more or less than 5 miles? we can see that they ran 4 2/5 miles, so that is less than 5 miles. So the class ran less than 5 miles. Now, using that same problem, on the Google Classroom, you're going to see today, Tuesday, and lesson 12.5 listed. If you open up that item, you're going to see a video, and you can see the professor. The professor did a problem very similar to this using the line plot, and I thought I would use this problem to show you what the professor did. His problem said, if I had all of these numbers, what did the person in the middle do? What did the person in the middle? So if you will look at problem number 7, we're going to look at something that was very much like the professor. In problem number 7, we have Lena collecting antique spoons. The line plot shows the lengths of the spoons in her collection. If she lines up all of her spoons in order of size, what is the size of the middle spoon? So I'm going to list all of her spoons in order from the smallest to the biggest. So I can see that 1/4 was 2 spoons, so I'm going to list 1/4 twice. 2/4 is on the line plot 1 time. 3/4, 1x at 3/4, so I'm going to record it once. On the line plot, you can see that there are 4 at 4/4, so I'm going to list 4/4 4 times. And then finally, I have 1x at 5/4. So the question is saying, what is the size of the middle spoon? What is the size of the one that is in the middle? So I am going to adjust my computer, and I'm going to count with my fingers in until I get to the middle. The spoon that was in the middle is 4/4 or 1 whole foot long. Okay? All I did was take the information off of my line plot, write it in order, least to greatest, and then I found the one in the middle position. Now, if you don't have your math book at home, there is a link in the website links section to the math book up there towards the top, and you can get the math book available online. Now, in the afternoon, we looked at our magazine. We continued with the same magazine with the giant on the front. We started looking at the last story in this magazine, which is about Hercules. In Hercules, Hercules is on a quest to get the golden apples, and he runs into a man, actually a titan, named Atlas. If you don't have your magazine at home, on Tuesday of the Google Classroom, you can find a link to the Unit 6 magazine. In that magazine, please, either in your paper copy or online, at least read the story tonight. I think it's called Hercules' Quest. After reading that, think about how are Hercules and Atlas alike, and how are they different? In our packet, we made a Venn diagram, but if you can find a piece of paper, you can make a simple Venn diagram. Hercules and Atlas, and then what do they have in common is the overlap part. Now, we came up with a few things after reading the story. We said that both of them were clever. We said that both of them were being punished in some way. You'll have to read the story to find out. And then differences between Hercules and Atlas about size. We're trying to come up with at least 4 or 5 in each category today. We're going to talk about the story again tomorrow and add to it during our class discussion. But if you can make a Venn diagram on a piece of paper, that will really help you. Okay? We also today got our new packet, which has our vocabulary words. And like I said, this is part of the packet, so doing this will help you. And then we also got our new books for reading group. So if you've been out for several days, in your packet or in your folder when you left, your reading group book from last week was in there. Please make sure that you finish those questions so that you can get ready for the new book that's going to start tomorrow. If you've also been out for a couple of days, we did some word work, and we did those 6 root words. The first word on that list or that packet was aqua, so look for that in your items. I know that you've heard me talk about that, so please try to get that done if you've been out. We're going to try to get you as caught up as we can while you're home so that we have less to do when we get here. So anything that you can do, if you're feeling well enough, you can work on at home, and we'll get you caught up when we come back. Again, Think Central, reading, doing as much of your classwork as you can will help you, and we can't wait to see everybody back.